Well, it is time to lace up your running shoes for the Governor's Cup Road Race that's happening this weekend. Mark Stout with Lexington Medical, who sponsors this annual event, is here today to tell us about all the fun. Mark, glad to have you on.
Thanks for having it.
So 50 years, the 50th anniversary. Talk about what that means not only to the Midlands community, but to Lexington Medical Center.
I mean, 50 years is a long time. The Governor's Cup Road Race is an event that's probably the longest standing road race in the Southeast. And Lexington Medical Center, I'm in a real fortunate situation here. I work for Lexington Medical Center, have for 30 years,
Wow.
But I'm also the race operations guy for this event. And so, you know, we're out there in Lexington Medical Center really to promote health and wellness. And that's exactly the mission of the Governor's Cup Road Race.
Talk about the options that you have. I know a lot of the times when we hear this running, some people might say, oh, you know, I'm a walker. If I do have to get out, you know, exercise. Talk about the different options you guys will have for folks who want to participate.
So we have 2 days worth of events. On Friday night, we have an exciting, what we call a Main Street Mile. So if you're an adult and you've always wondered, how fast can I run 1 mile? We have that event for you. That starts at 6:15 on Friday night.
Okay.
At the intersection of Laurel and Main.
Okay.
It runs 1/2 mile down to Lady in Main, and then you turn around and run back. We also have a kids event that starts at 6:45. We have over 600 youth registered for that event. And that's my most favorite event of the weekend, because you just have these kids that might be 5 years old and the gun goes off and off they go. So you have to kind of corral them almost.
Yeah. Oh, well, it sounds like a great weekend for the whole family. Saturday, what's going on that day?
So Saturday morning at 7:30, we have a half marathon. The half marathon runs pretty much all over Columbia, South Carolina. So the historic area in downtown Columbia, USC, Shandon, Heathwood, and then it comes back and it finishes in the Vista. At 7:30, that's the half marathon. At 7:45, and a lot of people, we've got over 600 people registered for this. Wow. This is the 5K, which is just 3.1 miles. A lot of people are interested in that. And that runs historic Columbia and basically finishes right there in the Vista also.
Sounds like an exciting weekend for the whole family.
Yep.
Several events if you either want to run, take it slow, but just coming out, like you said, being active.
Yep.
Definitely talking about
Yep.
that. All right. We want to talk about options, though, as far as leading up to race day and on race day, some do's and don'ts. Give us some tips.
So we were talking earlier before we got to this segment, and I think that the number one thing is just don't go out and have a hamburger before you run. And so just, you know, kind of keep to your nutrition like you're used to, especially in the half marathon. If you've trained up to this event, just make sure you kind of eat the same things you've been doing with the training. New shoes. If you go out and buy new shoes this week, probably shouldn't run in those on Saturday. And then just flexibility, stretching before and after the event. A lot of people, especially in the half marathon or even the 5K, if they don't stretch afterwards, do a little bit of stretching afterwards, they're going to feel it Saturday afternoon and Sunday, and we don't want any injuries and things like that.
Yeah, make sure that you're taking care of yourself
That's right.
all week, and of course on race day morning.
Yep.
All of this fun is going to be kicking off on Friday. The kids race, as you said, that first Main Street Mile actually is going to be starting at 6:15, and then the kids Main Street race starts at 6:45. On Saturday, things kick off at 7:30 a.m. for the half marathon, and at 7:45 will be the 5K run walk. All this information is on their Facebook page at Governor's Cup, or you can also visit governorscupsc.org. Mark, thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll have all this information also on our website at WISTV.com. All right, stay with us. More Midday after the break.